So I was talking to a gentleman, a friend of mine named Charles. He was a client some years ago. Now he's a friend, right? So he did ask me about the why am I so fixed sometimes on helping to change the mindset? Why is that such a benefit for people, right? So I kind of liken it to when I was in the military. I was in the military in the United States Air Force for 4 years, military policeman. And so when I first went there to boot camp, Air Force boot camp, that's okay, not so bad, right? But but Air Force military police training, we were trained by a Marine drill sergeant, so it's a whole different situation. Okay, that was tough. Okay, and so the whole idea is to break out or get rid of the civilian mindset and insert a military type mindset. Maybe you would call it a harder mindset, a more focused mindset, right? Whatever the mindset is that they want you to arrive at, they wanted it to be different from you than as a civilian, right? So I was telling my friends the same thing here when I'm doing especially with the anxiety coaching that I do, or the new business coaching. Let me tell you, a lot of people out there, I give them so much praise who are trying to start a business on their own. I love that kind of mind, not mindset, that kind of mind, right? Because to have a business and to run a business is a mindset. To think about it, it's in your mind. Anybody can do that, right? So when you think about people who want to start a business, right, you want to have them start altering their mindset, because people who are starting a business usually are working for somebody else first, right? So when you're in the 9 to 5, it's a different mindset, right? A 9 to 5, you're working for a business. So you don't have as much invested because you don't own the business. If you lose a pen, if you lose a piece of paper, if you break a computer, you might not be that concerned. You might be somewhat concerned, but you wouldn't be as much concerned if you actually own the computer, if you own the pen, if you own the pencil. Maybe then your investment would be a little different, right? And that's the mindset difference, right? So that's what I tell my friend, though, is that to change a mindset from the mind, right, to make it a mindset to owning your business, it's a complete transformation of paradigm. I got a business now. I've had a business since it's in 2011 in Scottsdale, Arizona. I had another business down there in 2013. So I understand the mindset has to change, because then you go from, when you work a 9 to 5, you're part of of a group, right? You're part of something, right? But when you have the mindset of ownership, you are it. You are the end all be all until you hire other people to help you out, right? But for that time being, though, the mindset, it really is, the buck does stop with you. And to make you ready for that, to get you prepared for that, we have to together, not just me, right? I'm the business coach, right? It's not me by myself. We do this together. We do this interdependently, right? That's the most strongest asset you can have, is someone who's with you to do this interdependently for a while, right? Because I'm there from the day 1 to day 60 or 90 when we're done with your coaching for your business. We are working interdependently to get you to hit your goal. After that, though, you have to find other people to be interdependent with as you run your business, because I've done my job. My job was to get you to this goal, to change that paradigm from mind, I'm thinking about it, to mindset, do, hit your goals, and making that goal happen, that last goal, which is what? Having your business, of course, right? So this is why the military does that. They don't want civilian thinking people out in the field with a gun in their hand trying to defend their country. It could still work, of course, right? But it's better to have everybody of the same mindset. Now, with business, it's almost the same way. Yeah, different businesses run different ways. I get that, but you have certain characteristics with people who have their own businesses that you don't have from the 9 to 5 people, right? A couple of things on top of my head, a couple of things. People who have their own business have a strong sense of self-responsibility, because they know at the end of the day, it's going to be on them, right? Number 2, marketing. They have to be decent marketers, because if I'm just going to work 9 to 5 at, say, Walmart, I don't care. I'm working 9 to 5. If Walmart wants to run a commercial on TV or they want to do a sale, I don't care. I'll work 9 to 5. But a person who owns a business has to have the capital put aside for that commercial, make sure they hit the right target audience, make sure it's effective, make sure you know when to run it, when not to run it, how much will that commercial cost, what's the ROI on that commercial, right? ROI, return on investment. There's a plethora of things you have to know when you own a business versus going to a business, right? So you have to change the mind, 9 to 5, to the mindset of a business owner, right? Two different things, okay? So, so I tell my friend that is that you have to be willing, because when I'm working with you as a new business owner, helping you start your new business, you have to understand from the first day on to the last day there, we are going to be doing a paradigm shift in your mind about how you see business, because it's imperative that we change your mindset, right, to ownership. Ownership is a huge thing. It's a thing to be proud of. I'm so proud of my businesses that I have, right? But we don't get there and we don't last very long if we don't keep our paradigm changed to the mindset, change to the business owner type mentality, understand? And that's what I do for you. When we get this going, when I have my clients, my first time I sit down with my client on the phone or whatever, on Zoom, whatever, we talk about the business. I want to know what business it is. What do they plan on doing with it? Why do they want to do it? What do they perceive as their obstacles, right? So we get through all the great questions. These questions are really important, right? But the last thing I ask them, I always say, are you willing? And they're not really sure when I say that. I say, how important is this to you to have a business? They say, oh, it's very important. Everybody says that, right? Then I always say, are you willing? And they say, what do you mean by that? I say, are you willing to change your mindset into the paradigm of business owner? Because you're not going to be successful with the 9 to 5 mind trying to do the business owner mindset. They're two different people, right? The 9 to 5 person is going to put in his or her 40 years, get their gold watch, and the business will say, get out of here, goodbye. Correct? The business owner is grinding, For first 4, 5, 10 years, they're grinding hard until they get support around them to help them keep the business going. But the business mindset is nothing nowhere near the 9 to 5 mindset. So the question I always have for them is, are you willing to do what it takes to get this thing going? Are you willing? So if you're going to hire me to help you start your business, I'm going to ask you on that first day after the questionnaire is, are you willing? And don't worry, we're going to get this done. I've got plenty of success to show you. It's not the hard part. The hard part is going to be on you to make sure you're willing, because we're going to keep driving, hitting those goals, day 1, day 7, day 14, day 30, whatever, till we hit that last goal for you, maybe day 90. And we're going to make sure you hit your goals so you can start your business off in the right way, on the right foot, with the right paradigm. All right? So, my friend, from a long time ago, this is why I always shoot first and change that paradigm from the mind to the mindset. That's most important. The mindset of owning your own business is not the same as the 9 to 5 mind. Two different people. All right, there we go. Take care. Bye-bye.